I was supposed to go hunting today overnight, but I woke up to a drizzly rainstorm, so got rained out. But I brought my pack in just to kind of go through how I got things set up, and I've done a lot of backpacking over the years, and been actually in the mountains quite a bit hunting or scouting this year. So I got my system pretty dialed, and I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see kind of how I do it. So I'll just take my bow off my pack here. This year I'm running with a Mystery Ranch Metcalf pack. It's a hunting specific pack put out by a Mystery Ranch. I like it so far. I haven't killed anything yet, so I haven't had to pack anything out, which will be the real test. Anyway, this is a Mystery Ranch Metcalf pack. One of the things I kind of learned through lessons learned, trial and error, this pack has a couple bucket pouches on it, and I learned a long time ago, when you put your stuff in these pouches, not to just put your stuff in there, to put your stuff in a bag and then put it in the pouches, because when you open these up, eventually if this stuff is all loose, it all just falls out. So in this top one, where I get to really easy, this is kind of my hunting specific little pouch, and so in here I've got my my gloves I'll wear if I need some gloves, my rangefinder, my release for my bow, my emergency beacon thing. This is a DeLorme InReach, just in case I get in trouble. I don't have cell service most of the places I go, so sunscreen. This is just some baby powder I use for wind indicator. This is a tripod adapter for my binoculars. And then just some toilet paper and some camo, face camo. And then finally a couple calls for elk. So this is kind of my hunting specific little pouch I put in the top, and then I can get to it real easy, and if I see something I can get my release, my rangefinder out, put my gloves on, I'm in business. In the second pouch here, I keep a couple bags. This is my kill kit, and so this just has my knife in it, my hunting license, and game bags, and some fluorescent orange ribbon, just in case I get something down and need to mark where it is to come back. This is my emergency kit that goes with me for every trip, hunting or not, and in here I have ace bandage, just in case my knee gives out on me and I need to wrap a knee up or a shoulder. Some parachute cord, probably about 30 feet is all. Some moleskin, and I have the patch for my sleeping pad in case my pad goes. Ibuprofen, a lighter, and some fire starter, and 3 AA batteries for my headlamp. And this is just some baby wipes. Usually, yeah, just some baby wipes. So this is my little Mercy kit. When I load my pack up, I try to put the heaviest stuff on top and the lightest stuff on bottom. And the heaviest stuff when I'm hunting is my optics, my binoculars and stuff. So those are on top of my pack here. But my binoculars, my main binoculars are a 10 by 42 power. This is a small compact spot and scope from Vortex. It's pretty cool. I think it goes up to 25 or something like that for power. Kind of a lightweight, compact tripod. And so that's my optics. Next is my food. I try to keep everything that I use for meals in the same bag. There's a sandwich I brought up for lunch today if I was going to go out to the bar. I keep my Jetboil in there. And there's my freeze-dried meal for tonight, or would have been for tonight. There's some other bars and stuff in here. Here's my coffee. I also keep my toothpaste and my toothbrush in there. I just put some toothpaste in a small bag and then my toothbrush in a big bag. It looks kind of gross. I probably need to replace these bags here. My spork. And then I also have one of these cool little silicone cups that gets real compact. So all that stuff just stays in my food bag all together with the food, so it's kind of all together in one bag, ready to go for me. I used to keep my Jetboil separate, but then it all gets separated in the bag, and it's just much easier to keep it all in the same bag. Next I got, this is in this form it's my pillow, and then this is my glassing pad. So when I'm out searching for game glassing, I'll just sit on this, and then at night I can fold it up like this and it becomes my pillow, and it works really well. I actually sleep in my puffy and in all my other clothes, so I don't have any clothes to make a pillow out of. And this just makes a nice, simple little pillow for me. This is my clothes bag. What I'll wear is I just wear when I go up. I didn't bring it over here, but these are just my pants and a hat and my socks, of course, and then I also have just a base layer top, and I wear that all the time. I sleep in it and everything. And I bring 3 layers to put on top of that. One is a fleece hoodie, and this is a heavyweight fleece hoodie, and I really like the hood. By having the hood, it means I don't got to bring a ball cap up or a watch cap or a warm hat. If I need a hat, I just put my hoodie on and I use the hood. And then I got a puffy. Just a synthetic puffy jacket. I'll show you what this is here in a second. And then in here I have an extra pair of socks. I bring one other layer for weather, and that's just a rain jacket, a real light rain jacket that I stuff in this kind of expandable compartment in the pack where I get to it really easy. This is an Outdoor Research Helium 2 jacket. It's pretty cheap, $100 or something. It's waterproof, it's windproof, it's really light, like 6 ounces. And I use it for both wind and if it rains. And I keep it here where I can just throw it on really quick if I need it. If you've been following us, you've seen this before. This is my sleeping system. The whole thing weighs about 3 pounds, and it's just in this bag, this stuff sack. You can see it gets down about the size of a volleyball, which is pretty cool for a sleeping pad, a sleeping bag, and a bivy sack. This is my Enlightened Equipment quilt. So it's not a sleeping bag per se. They call it a quilt. The bottom is enclosed like a sleeping bag is, but I'll actually slide my sleeping pad inside, and I'll actually sleep on this side. And so this will cover my body, and between me and the ground will just be my sleeping pad, which gives me insulation. I guess that when you have a sleeping bag, when you compress it, when you're laying on it, it doesn't insulate anyway, and by cutting that out, they make the whole thing lighter. It also doesn't have a shoulders area or a hood on it like a mummy bag would. When I sleep, I'll wear my layers, my fleece top, and my puffy jacket, and then I stay plenty warm. This thing's pretty awesome. This is my bivy sack, and I use a bivy sack instead of a tent. It's just much more compact, a lot lighter. I can set it up really fast, and I can set it up almost anywhere most of the time I actually sleep in deer bed underneath a tree, so it's really cool. And this pole here that was in my clothes bag, I won't put it in for time, but it goes in the top part of the bivy sack like this kinda, and though it kind of creates a little tent for your head and your face, and then I've actually gone through a couple storms sleeping in this thing and stayed completely dry. And you have to leave the bottom of it unzipped and you just kind of breathe through this hole down here. And I got a little condensation inside, but not much. Anyway, a real Cadillac system. And I think it weighs maybe a pound, this sack does. And the best thing about it, again, is I don't need any stakes. I can just put it up anywhere really fast. It's really easy to find a place to sleep at night. And then lastly inside is this Thermarest Neo Air Extra Light sleeping pad. This is probably my favorite piece of gear. It's amazing how well this insulates and I sleep on it. And that's it. There's nothing else inside of the bag. There's a little side compartment on this bag here, zipper, and inside there, I don't have my phone in there right now, but I'll put my iPhone in there. And then also I just have a little notebook that I keep notes in when I'm hunting. My iPhone, actually I got an app for it that I can use it for GPS. So now I don't need to bring a GPS unit at all. And if I get an animal down or I want to mark a waypoint, I can just do it with my iPhone. And then I have it there for pictures, and I also put Kindle books on my iPhone, so at night, before I go to bed, I can read a book or a magazine. Anyway, that's my complete system. Oh, I guess the only other thing is I just have a hydration bladder in here, just a Camelback bladder inside. You can see the hose here. A couple liters of water in there to start out with. And so that's my entire system. Really works well for me, really efficient. If you have any questions, just punch me an email, rob@mtntactical.com, and I can tell you all the equipment I use. All right, take care.